I'm Carwyn from Caws Cenarth cheese. Maybe some of you know me, I'm quite a private sort of fella. It's not often I do sort of posts like this. So anyway, here goes.
How you doing?
How was the sunrise?
It was good actually. You ready?
Yes. I'm Carwyn and I'm the Managing Director of Caws Cenarth cheese. I do pretty much anything that needs to be done to make this place run. Starting to like it now. I've been making cheese here since 2005. We sell to anybody that appreciates good cheese. We buy our milk locally, we try and get as many ingredients as we can locally. This farm here, I would be the second generation. My mum and dad came up here with a few cows and just started milking and selling out of churns. I remember my mum and dad, particularly my mum, dragging me in by my ear.
I had this bright idea of sending him and his wife Susanna to a cheese-making course in Heath, and he came back absolutely passionate and enthusiastic for making cheese.
From this stage onwards, we put the enzyme in. The enzyme makes it clot. You can't have any movement, because basically what you're doing is joining up the protein particles so they come together. Right before the pandemic, the business was doing really well. The cheese was going in places I could never expect. It crippled us probably by about 65 to 80%. 2 weeks before lockdown, I'd taken on a new events manager. We were going to go around the country telling everybody about the cheese that we make. My family didn't quite react quite the same as me, simply because I hadn't told them. Quite private. I don't like to worry my mum and dad too much. They've had enough worry over their life.
We've battled foot and mouth, BSc and all sorts, and a few minor recessions. But I wonder if this one is going to be the big one.
There was a state of panic starting to develop. We weren't sending anything out. It was quite a strange sort of feeling. We'd made the very difficult decision to stop taking milk from Elvin, a farmer that's a family member.
I've been supplying Caws Cenarth now for 5+ years. Relation is good. The catering trade, the hospitality trade ended overnight. So there was an excess of milk immediately. Carwyn closed down for a fortnight and it was quite worrying times. It was quite stressful in fact. Come on. Ready. Come on. Obviously we rely on Carwyn, main purchase of our milk. If I hadn't gone to Caws Cenarth, Carwyn, 5 odd years ago, that we would be still milking, to be honest.
The artist in Rob is coming out. We're making roughly about 6,000 minis a week. Beautiful how the curds mimic the form that they sit in overnight. The little lines develop. Quite artistic in its own way, isn't it? Each cheese that we produce will give a slightly different outcome, really. That's the charm of one of our cheeses. So this is where some of the products that come into the cold store. Generally, cheese is ripened anything from 10 to 14 degrees Celsius, and sometimes it could sit here for several weeks. This area was absolutely teeming with cheese, right to the brim. Every single shelf was full here. What are we going to do? Looking back at how vulnerable we were, having a lot of our cheeses sold into a particular sector, it has made us think that our model was probably a little bit weak. We didn't spread our wings far enough. Being quite private, for me to ask anybody for help is quite rare. Social media is growing in popularity, so I thought, well, if I make a little plea and tell people what's going on in my life and our life here at Caws Cenarth, and maybe I could get a few orders. I wasn't expecting much, to be honest. And the orders just started coming online. There was people just responding all over Facebook, YouTube. My phone started pinging. Close friends of mine dropping everything and giving me a call. It was really nice, really reassuring.
Can you believe that people are that kind?